What's up, everybody? It's your boy Chop. Decided to do a little last minute live unboxing for something that I got today. As you can tell by the title, it's going to be the Maniére Air Jordan 5, the Dusk edition. These pair did come in two different colorways. So we have the Dusk, which I'm going to be unboxing, and they did a Dawn. So Dawn, Dusk, Light, Dark. Obviously Dawn version is going to be a lot lighter. It had a white leather with some colorful details, but nothing too crazy. And then we have the Dusk version, which is going to be an all black pair. I'm going to be opening those up now. So whoever wants to stick around, love to chat it up. I'm going to unbox these, talk about the details, talk about some other things, and yeah, just kind of get into some sneaker stuff. I've been really behind on posting pictures and doing unboxing and stuff like I've kind of wanted to. So I'm trying to, for the last month of the year, December, to kind of get, all the big stuff for the year that I've wanted to talk about, probably go back, do some stuff, recap some stuff, and then try to catch up with the recent things that I've picked up as well. So, all right, getting right into it. I always get excited to open Maniére pairs because they do so much work, not just with designing the shoe, but the packaging and the details and all that. So that's why it's always such a fun experience to honestly do these unboxings for like companies like Maniére and stuff like that, because they just do so much extra work. Starting off with the box, you can actually see, it might be a little hard to tell in the video, it's actually embossed. I'm going to try to catch the light and show the detail, but it's actually embossed. The whole box has the A logo all over it, the Maniére, excuse me, pattern all over the box right there. So that's the first thing I love, when you get those details. And then on the inside, we have the brand and the shoe. This is actually, I looked kind of like the Dusk version. I'm sorry, the Dawn version, maybe. That might be the Dawn version right there. It's hard to tell, honestly. And then getting into the paper, they always include the special paper with the same logo print, the Maniére A logo print. Ooh. And see, I was having this conversation with someone else recently. I'm not a huge Jordan 5 fan, just on the design and everything. Some colors really do, I think, work great. I love the Oregon 5s. I mean, I kind of love all the Oregon colored stuff and collabs, but I think the Oregon 5s look good overall. This was another pair I was kind of excited because I like the darker, color palettes and stuff like that. So yeah, these are really cool, really nice in hand. I'm really excited to check these out. I was having trouble telling what kind of material it was for the black pair. So it's like a really light, like a nubuck. I mean, I guess it's like a suede, but it's a really, really, really light suede. So here we have it. The Jordan 5, Maniére. Got the A logo right there on the left shoe. And I believe this is reflective material. I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive that that's reflective material. On the air bubble too, a lot of people were excited about that and talking about that. The fact that they put the brand on the air bubble. You don't see that a lot with the 5 collabs. Some other really cool details in the mesh, or not mesh, whatever this material is kind of plastic grating they normally do on the side of the 5s. It's also the A logo. A little hard to see on the camera, but they did the interweaving A logo on there too for that. And then this one's going to be really hard to show on camera. But on the inside of the shoe, actually, there we go. On the inside of the shoe, the sock liner as well is the A logo. So really incorporating that on the tongue tag as well. You can kind of see all the red. So that's why these Maniére collabs, they do so much work and so much effort into these details that they really knock it out of the park. Whether the shoe, has a $500 resale or it's selling for retail, to be honest, the work that they do is better than most shoes that Nike's putting out right now, in my opinion. When I checked the other day, I couldn't believe that the ones that they had done were, they're almost retail in my size. So good little pickup. Cool details, cool materials you don't see on a lot of stuff. Nike Air on the back. I know that's the big thing for a lot of people with the retros and the older pairs, is having that Nike Air on the back. Bottom's pretty simple. We got the Jumpman on that one. See if there's any other differences. I like when they do the sleeves too. That's what I really love about these boxes, is when they do the sleeves on the box, the outer sleeve, the plastic. That usually has the A logo as well. So, you know, some people might think they oversaturate it, but I don't know. To me, if it's a good logo, it's a clean logo, it goes well. So to put it in all these little spots and all these little details, I think is a really cool feature. So comes in black laces. We also got a white and a cream. Cream will probably slap in these, honestly. Based off some of the other kind of textures and colors and things like that, I think the cream would kind of give it a nice vintage look, even though it's a newer model or newer color style. Both shoes also have the 23 embossed on the side. I think the only differences between the pairs is that, or the left shoe to the right shoe, you have the left shoe with the A logo, the right shoe with the Jumpman, and then reverse on the bottoms. A on the right shoe, Jumpman on the left. So that's really awesome when they do the mix match and put the logo all over. But yeah, here they are. Not too crazy. Nothing, too flashy, too out of this world. Just a really solid collab that, they knocked out of the park. Really cool shoe. Liking these a lot. These are sold already. I did selling them, but this is a pair that, to be honest, I could stash them away and take them out every now and then and look at them and definitely appreciate the detail and appreciate the work that Maniére did put into it. And then that's true. A couple other things that I forgot. So, I guess, yeah, it is different. So on your left shoe, the tongue tag, it's going to have the Maniére tag on the inside. And then on the right shoe, little pause there. Sorry about that connection. And then on the right shoe, you have Michael Jordan's signature on the tag. And I think I caught all the details. Unless there's something under the insole or something, I generally don't take the insoles out. But yeah, these are clean. The stitching on the back's really nice. It's really thick and heavy. The grading again. I think that's one of the coolest details that I think a lot of people are really stoked on and just gave them a lot of props for. Was just that interweaving the A logo throughout that kind of graded part on the side. I really don't know what you call this on the 5s. That's cool though. Yeah, these are nice. It's a nice shoe. Pick these up if you like them. Shout out to Maniére. I think this is one of the parts of 5s I've never really liked. This little whatchamacallit thing, the lace lock. See, I think they could have done something with that, and I probably would have liked it. I probably would have been like, all right, let's do it. Every shoe now. But yeah, just kind of a simple plastic. I think they could have made that like a matte black. That would have been cool. Put the A logo on it. But yeah, it's the first time I'm checking these out in hand. Kind of taking in the details and stuff myself. The quality is just so premium on these Maniére collabs. You can just feel it when you're holding it and when you kind of just grab certain parts of the shoe. One thing I'm kind of noticing now that I hadn't before was the black leather parts of the eye stays, where they didn't do the nubuck all the way, or this suede all the way. and it's got those little straight leather hits. Just more premium feeling. Gives it that added touch of luxury, which most of their collabs and most of the pairs that they've released with Air Jordan have been that kind of standard. And that's actually made me think I'm going to do this real quick. Because the insoles are always really nice on these pairs too. I was trying to see what they did with this one. So on this one, it looks like it's going to be a solid, like black, really soft material. But what they did is they actually stitched the Nike Air into the bottom of the insoles. So that Nike Air is actually stitched into the insole instead of just being like a print or anything like that. But the rest of it's kind of just like a really nice soft black material, or maybe a little wine color. But yeah, they're always doing really premium work on the insoles and stuff too. So yeah, the fact that that's embroidered in there is really nice. That means it's never going to wear away. You don't have to worry about it peeling up and things like that. So another little added detail. There's always little things to find in the pairs that they do. Construction-wise, I heard people saying that the padding is a little thinner, and it does seem thinner than a normal 5. It still seems nice and sturdy from the outside, but on the inside it's really soft. So this seems like something that would be a little more comfortable than a normal 5, and we're starting to see that a lot with the reconstruction of the Jordan models. You had the SB4 earlier this year that a lot of people think it should be shoe of the year. I was kind of underwhelmed on the color palette and the color scheme that they did, but as far as technology and rebuild of the shoe, they did completely pretty much rebuild the 4 to make it an SB, line product more than just a typical standard Jordan 4 with an SB logo on it. So I really appreciate Maniére doing things like that, tinkering with, the structure of the shoe. When you're going to add premium materials and things like that, you don't want it to be too thick and uncomfortable. So I think they kind of find that perfect blend of using the premium materials to add to the shoe and give it that luxury feel, but then they know how to, I guess, restructure the shoe in a way to where it's going to be comfortable and wearable by the consumer and still serve its purpose. But yeah, these are cool. This is a cool pair. I love getting to check stuff out like this. And the sad part is nowadays, a lot of times you can't even check shoes out like this unless you purchase them and stuff. So kind of cool. I was actually at the mall yesterday, walking around, got to see some stuff that, you don't see sit on shelves that often anymore. Or it's starting to see stuff sit on shelves again, like threes, like the Fear 3s. It's cool seeing, stuff like that sit in the store. Even a year or two ago, stuff like that was getting bought up immediately. You would never see a Fear 3 sitting on the shelf if it would have restocked in 2020. So cool to see stuff like that sitting on the shelves again. Jordan 1s, the reimagined Royals are sitting on the shelves. So it's stuff like that it's really awesome to have product that people want, that you can get it whenever you want. And, back to stuff like this. Sadly enough, actually, the Dawn colorway, the lighter color scheme, has been kind of sitting on some sites. So they are a little bit more attainable. I think it could be possibly because it's a Jordan 5. It's not one of the more popular Jordan silhouettes, I would say. It is a classic, so it definitely still holds that staple in Jordan line. And, older customers are definitely going to recognize 5s and things like that. Even with newer color schemes and newer collabs, 5s are still going to always hit a certain part of the community. But I think a lot of newer sneakerheads and younger sneakerheads, the 5s aren't too hot of a model. But I say, especially when people like Maniére do a collab like this, and I mean, they just knock it out of the park as far as I say knock it out of the park. It's a simple colorway to most people, but sometimes simple can be a home run. I mean, a clean home run is a clean home run no matter what. So I still think that they put the work in. The details to me is what always far exceeds, what a lot of other brands are doing. The details, the quality and the materials, the story. I mean, a lot of times their collaborations and their designs are linked to stories. And to me, that's the most important thing in sneakers, is the storytelling. At this point, at least to me, that's what I love. When you can pick up a shoe and talk about it for 20 minutes and have nothing to do with, oh, here's where it was made, here's who it was made by. It's just, here is the story behind it, here was the inspiration, and it can carry that message to thousands of people through images when you're wearing them. So definitely go check out Maniére if you haven't yet. Really awesome brand, really awesome collaborations, really awesome shoes. So yeah, I'm excited to get to check these out. Like I had said earlier, I did sell these already. They're going to be off to their new home tomorrow morning. But yeah, really cool shoe. Glad I got to check them out in person. Much respect to Maniére for your continued work. Really excited to see what comes next. Let's see, they've now done Jordan 1, Jordan 2, Jordan 3, Jordan 4, Jordan 5, and Jordan 12. So the rumor is that a 6 is coming, and I feel like I heard that earlier this year or last year, that they would possibly be working on a 6 next, just because they've pretty much done every other popular model at this point. You never know, maybe an 11. So excited to see what comes from them. Maniére, Air Jordan. Awesome shoe, awesome collab. They knocked it out the park. Go check out the other version as well. The Dusk version. I wasn't able to get those in hand. I honestly didn't really go for them because I'm not big on the light colors. But these in hand they've really shook me. I mean, not that I'm surprised, but I always know it's kind of one of those things when I order a pair of shoes, I know I'm going to love them more as soon as I get them in hand and start holding them. So I just don't see myself throwing 5s on a lot. Just a big shoe. I'm not huge into high tops these days. Some SB high tops here and there, but I don't really wear them all day. But I honestly, if I hadn't sold these yet, I probably would end up keeping them. Because this is one I do want to throw on at least once. Bust out a fit, head to dinner or something like that. But yeah, clean shoe, awesome shoe. One more little time around the block. The air bubble too, I think that was one of the features that just different. You don't see a lot of companies doing that. And then I think the grading too. I think that was probably the coolest thing, to be able to redevelop that, have it incorporate your logo. It's a little tough to see in the video, but there we go. It's a good angle. Yep, that's about it. So I'm gonna wrap it up. Thanks again. I'm Maniére. It was awesome to check these out in person. Awesome to be able to see all the details and the hard work y'all have put into it. Shout out to the sneaker community. I'm not really a reseller these days. I mean, I guess I still sell shoes, so label it as you want. But shout out to the people that, buy from me and continue to, trust in me selling them shoes and things like that. Definitely always try to hook it up. I'm not really into busting heads. I mean, I'm going to try to make my dollar at the end of the day. It is what it is, but always glad when people hit me up and they're looking for something and I can, hook them up with a price that makes them happy too. So that's what it's about for me. Yeah, so excited to see what Maniére has to come. I'm going to be trying to do some more live videos and stuff like that as the year wraps up, try to talk about, what's coming up, what I've been able to cop, because I do have a lot of pairs that I'm kind of sitting on right now that I haven't really talked about. Some recent purchases, things like that. So, about to wrap it up. I appreciate everybody that's hopped in. It's always a pleasure. It's good to see everybody that hops in and out. If you ever need anything from me or just want to, shoot the talk, please feel free to DM me, especially if you're looking for shoes, if you need me to go for you for anything. If I'm not interested in a pair, I have no problem entering for other people's sizes. So, always here to help. Much love to the community, much love to everybody, involved with me and the pages and the groups that I'm involved in too. So, yeah. All right, much love, guys. Have a great weekend. Like I said, I'm going to try to get on a little bit more often. Hopefully by the end of this weekend, do a couple more live videos and a couple more picture uploads, things like that. So stick around, share, repost, always appreciated. like I said, if I can ever help anybody out with anything, please get at me. I'm always about that. Yeah, that's about it. All right. Much love, guys. Appreciate y'all. Have a good one.